And hello dear friends, welcome back once again to our channel Vage Academy of Mathematics, and this playlist is where you can find video lessons for CAT, MAT and other management exams. Again, this session we have an interesting question from the concept of ratio and proportion. Let's see what question we have with us. The cost of a diamond stone is directly proportional to the square of its weight. Okay, so the first part of the question itself, we have got something important here. So here it says, thus a diamond stone and the cost of that stone is going to be proportional to, that is directly proportional to the square of its weight. So whatever the weight of the stone is, square of that weight will be the proportional. Okay, I mean the cost will be proportional to the square. Okay, this is what they're coming to say. Okay, all right, yeah, okay, yes. Accidentally it got broken into three pieces. Okay, so the stone is getting broken into three pieces with their weights in the ratio 8:5:7. So now what happens is that stone is broken. Okay, it fall down and broke, and it got broken into three pieces, they are telling, and the ratio of their weights that they are given here, it to be like 8:5:7. This is what is given, and what we are asked to find here is what fraction of the original cost of the diamond. Okay, so before it is broken, there should be some price for the diamond, right? So what fraction of that original cost of the diamond is lost after it got broken? So there will be some loss definitely. So how much loss? What fraction of the original cost is now lost? This is going to be the question here after the diamond is broken. Okay, this is going to be the question, and as usual we got four options here. Let's try to solve this problem in a very easy way, okay, without going for any complicated methods. Let's try to solve it with an easy approach. Let's see how that can be done. Okay, all right, yeah, let's start now. So it is very clear that the diamond's cost is going to be proportional, that is directly proportional to the square of the weight. Okay, and that too, what is given following here is like it got broken into three pieces. All right, okay, so it's got broken into three pieces. So let me write like this: piece 1, piece 2 and piece 3, and that too they have clearly given the weights ratio. Okay, the ratio of the weights of the individual pieces after getting broken, the ratio of the weights they are given it here to be 8:5:7. Okay, all right, and now one thing we have to note here, so this is going to be the ratio of the weight. Okay, in that case what would have been the total parts? So total parts, how much would it be? So see here, once after broken only, the ratio of the weights is what is given to be 8:5:7. It can be whatever, it can be 8 grams, 5 grams or 7 grams, or it can be 80 grams, 50 grams or 70 grams, whatever it is. So it can be of any number or of any units, but they all stand for weight only. Okay, what we are coming to discuss here is, without going for that complications, we'll just see about how much parts it is. That's enough. Okay, how much parts each of them are. This is like some 8 parts, this is 5 parts, and this is 7 parts. That's it. Okay, so in that case, if we have the total, so what would be the total? Total will be like 8 plus 5 plus 7. So what is 8 plus 5 plus 7? That will be nothing but it's going to be 20. Okay, so that means the total weight is like some 20 parts, or we can take it to be 20 units. Okay, whatever it is, that units can be whatever, it can be grams or kilograms, whatever it is, nothing to worry about it. So as long as these are going to be of some units, this is also of the same units only, but this is going to be 20 units. Okay, all right, and these numbers denote the weight. Okay, so we'll separately note the weight. And now what happens is like, after it got broken, it is going to be like what fraction of the original cost is lost? Now this is going to be the question. Now we will come to discuss about the cost. Okay, all right, and what do we know about the cost? About that cost, it is given in the beginning part of the question itself. Very clearly they have mentioned. What is that they have mentioned here? So the cost is nothing but the cost is proportional to the weight of the stone. This is what is given. Okay, so in that case we can easily determine the cost of each of these pieces. Okay, all right, so let me start from the total. Okay, so this total weight is going to be like 20 units. So that means what would be the cost? Cost will be definitely proportional to what value? Proportional to the square of this 20. So this is what they are giving, right? Okay, so this is what is given in the, clearly this is what given in the beginning part of the question itself. If you want, I'll just write it for clarity. Okay, so the cost is proportional to the square of the weight. So weight square, this is what is given. So that means in that case, this cost, this weight is going to be 20. So the total cost would be what? It will be nothing but 20 square. What is 20 square? 20 square is like 20 into 20, right? It will be like 400. Okay, so the cost is going to be like 400 units. Okay, 400 units or 400 rupees or $400, whatever it is. Okay, even about that we need not worry about it. And that too, one more thing is they have clearly given it to be proportional. Okay, then it means it will be proportional to only this 20 square, and it may not be equal to the same 400 also. Okay, even that part we need not complicate. Why? Because it is same proportional only, so it is going to be multiplied with some constant only. So in that case we need not even worry about that also. Okay, so yes, follow, and we'll do the same for the other 3 broken pieces also. Okay, so in the case for the first piece it is 8 grams, and what about the cost of this first piece after broken? It will become like 8 square. 8 square will be 64. All right. Okay, and second piece, it is going to be of 5 units. Its weight is 5 units, and when we square it we will be getting 25, and for the last piece it is 7, so 7 square will be 49. So once after broken, what happened to the total cost? Now the total cost will become, okay, it will be equal to, so 64 plus 25 plus 49. What will this sum give? So this will be nothing but actually like this will be like 75, and then 64 we'll be having it to be like 100 and yes, we'll have it to be like, better I will add it and see. Okay, so this is 4 and this is 14, 18, and we'll have 1 to be a balance, and then we have 738. Exactly, it is coming to be 138. So that means after it got broken into 3 pieces, now the total value is just 138 units. But before broken, how much was it? It was 400 units. So that means definitely after broken, this diamond is definitely facing a loss only. Is it or not? Now this loss is what fraction they are asking in the question. What fraction of the original cost of the diamond is lost after it got broken? Okay, so now we'll see how much is lost. We will see. Okay, so how much is lost here? So it's very simple to see. We'll just take the difference between this original cost 400 minus this is the present value 138. Okay, now we'll take the difference, that itself will tell how much it is lost. Okay, so if I want to just minus it, I will be getting it to be like 262 if I'm right. Yes, because this is 38, so 62, and we'll have 3 minus 1 to be 2, so 262 units is going to be lost, or 262 rupees or dollars, whatever it is. Okay, as long as they are going to be of same units only, so nothing is going to affect our calculation. So yes, so we got a loss of 262 units loss out of how much? Out of the original cost they are asking, so out of 400. So what fraction they are asking? So what fraction of the original? This is what they are asking. So in that case our answer will be nothing but 262 divided by the original cost, which is going to be 400. This is going to be the answer, and I think we can simplify this and then get the answer very easily. So we can cut this with 2 tables, right? So once we cut with 2 tables, we'll have 131 divided by 200. So this is what we'll be having. So 131 by 200 is going to be the answer for this particular question, and our answer is available at option B. Option B, 131 by 200. We got the same answer here, and that is going to be the answer for this particular question. Yes, okay. I hope you are able to follow how we worked out this problem, and we are not going for any complicated steps at all. Okay, we are just simply playing with the numbers only. The ratio, given ratio, we just take the total parts and we just use the proportionality relation, and we don't even confuse by taking any other extra variables, or we are adding any constants here, inserting any proportionality constant. That would complicate the problem only. So in order to finish it in an easier way, we just play with these numbers itself, and that itself will easily get the answer. Why? Because we are just asked to find what fraction it is. So what fraction it is in the sense, like, it is enough if we have the same units. So that's all we need to just worry about. Okay, so nothing else is needed, so we need not complicate it. There's no necessity to complicate this problem at all. In an easy way we can easily solve and then get the answer. Fine. Okay, I hope you are able to understand the method, the approach, how we solve this problem. And if you feel that this session is useful for you, please give a like. And also if you feel this is going to help any of your friends who are preparing for any such management exams, please do share this video to your friends also. And yes, stay tuned for the next upcoming videos. See you soon there. Thank you so much.